The Gospel according to Luke. Mary set out and traveled to the hill country in haste, to a town of Judah, where she entered the house of Zachariah and greeted Elizabeth. When Elizabeth heard Mary's greeting, the infant leaped in her womb, and Elizabeth, filled with the Holy Spirit, cried out in a loud voice and said, "Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb. And how does this happen to me, that the mother of my Lord should come to me? For at the moment the sound of your greeting reached my ears, the infant in my womb leaped for joy. Blessed are you who believed that what was spoken to you by the Lord would be fulfilled." Gospel Reflections. In the Gospel today, it mentions that Mary traveled to the hill country. You may not know that traveling through there was dangerous. A dangerous trip today might bring up the ideas of going through a bad section of town, hazardous weather, or treacherous roads. Dangerous roads in biblical times would include overnight stays where there are venomous snakes and scorpions that can kill that are still there today. But there were also lions and leopards living in that area at that time, never mind the two-legged animals that might rob and kill unaware or unprepared travelers. In biblical times, this trip of 80 to 100 miles, or about 130 to 160 kilometers, might take a week to 10 days, and to do this while newly pregnant brings an added level of difficulty to it. Without any concern for the discomfort or danger, Mary went off to her cousin Elizabeth. I heard a statistic that until modern times, excluding disease, while men were most likely to be killed in battle, women would most likely die in childbirth. As the holidays grow closer, we easily get caught up in our own problems and don't even notice the difficulties of others, unlike Mary, who faced all these dangers to help family. At an airport during the holidays one year, I saw a woman trying to communicate with a man behind the counter to find her luggage. From what I could tell, English was not her first language. She could barely make herself understood with a word of English here and there. It didn't help the situation that she was frantic, and that the man behind the counter she was talking to was not totally fluent in English either. That's when a Christmas miracle happened. The next woman in line, who was clearly having a bad day herself, cast aside her problems and stepped in to help. She was able to speak the native tongue of both, and within a few minutes the problem was sorted out. The luggage had been unloaded in a different part of the airport. The relief on the counterman's face was evident, and the woman gave her hero a big hug, and what was obviously the words "thank you" over and over again. Let us remember to give help where we can, and remember to keep all those traveling for the holidays in our prayers. Please include victims of disaster, disease, and despair in your prayers. Subscribe by clicking on the round logo on this page or in the lower corner during the video. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.